narrative. You might say every one of us is a fiddler on the roof, trying to scratch out a simple, pleasant tune without breaking his neck. It isn't easy. You may ask, why do we stay up there if it's so dangerous? We stay because Anatevka is our home. And how do we keep our balance? That I can tell you in one word: tradition. 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 For many, many years. Here in Anatevka, we have traditions for everything. How to eat, how to sleep, how to work, how to wear clothes. For instance, we always keep our heads covered and always wear a little prayer shawl. This shows our constant devotion to God. You may ask, how did this tradition get started? I'll tell you. I don't know. But it's a tradition, and because of our tradition, every one of us knows who he is and what God expects him to do. Day and night must scramble for a living, feed a wife and children, say his daily prayer, and who has the right as master of the house to have the final word at home? The
She's almost blind.
Tell the truth, Audra. Is your son so much to look at? The way she sees and the way he looks, it's a perfect match.
Written off from the beggar.
Alms for the poor, alms for the poor.
Here of Malcolm is 1 kopek.
Oh. 1 kopek? Last week you gave me 2 kopeks.
I had a bad week.
You had a bad week. Why did I suffer?
And most important,
Oh, it's almost Sabbath, and he worries a lot when he'll be home, riding all day long on top of his wagon like a prince.
Mommy, you know that Papa works hard.
Oh, his horse works harder. And you don't have to defend your Papa to me. I know him a lot longer than you. He can drive a person crazy. He should only live and be well. Spitza, bring me some more potatoes. Papa, did you finish milking?
Yes, Mom.
You were reading again. Why does a girl have to read? Will it give her a better husband? Here.
Mama Yente's coming. She's down the road. Maybe she's found a husband for you, Zeisel.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Why does she have to come now? It's almost Sabbath.
Go finish the barn. I want to talk to Yenta alone.
Mama, can I go out and play?
You have feet? Go.
Can I go too?
Go too.
But Mama, the men she finds. The last one was so old. He was bald. He had no hair.
A poor girl without a dowry can't be so particular. You want hair? Marry a monkey.
But Mama, I'm not going to.
Shush! Do you have to boast about your age? Do you want to tempt the evil eye? Inside.
Golden! Darling, I had to see you because I had such news for you. And not just every day in the week news. Once in a lifetime news. Where are your daughters? Outside, no? Good. Such diamonds, such jewels. You'll see, Golden. I'll find everyone as my husband. But you shouldn't be so picky. Because even the worst husband, God forbid, is better than no husband. God forbid. And who should know better than me? Ever since my husband died, I've been poor widow. Alone. No one to talk to. No one to say to anyone. It's not life. All I do at night is think of him. And even thinking of him gives me no pleasure because, you know as well as I, he was not much of a person. Never made a living. Everything he touched turned to mud. But, better than nothing.
Good evening. Is Zeisel in the house?
Yes, but she's busy. You can come back later.
There's something I'd like to tell her.
I said later.
Oh, Mom, I thought I heard you.
Go finish what you were doing. Later.
All right.
What is that for little Taylor Moss on the Zeisel?
They have been friends since they were babies together. They talk, they play.
They play? What do they play?
Who knows? They're only children.
From such children come other children.
Mato? Yenta, he's a nothing. You said...
Ah, children. They're your blessing in your old age. My Aaron couldn't give me children. Believe me, he was as good as gold. Never raised his voice to me. So, what's the matter is that if he never raised his voice because he was not much of a person. But, what's the use in complaining? Other women may enjoy complaining, but not Yenta. Not everyone in the world is a Yenta. So, goodbye, Golden. I must prepare my poor Sabbath table, and it was a pleasure talking our hearts out to each other.
Yenta, you said you had news for me.
Oh, I'm losing my head. One day it will fall off altogether and a horse will kick it in the mud and goodbye, Yenta. Of course, the news. About Blazer Wolf, the butcher. A good man. A fine man. And I don't have to tell you that he's well off. But he's only a poor man. You understand? Of course you do. Well, to make it short, after the whole town, he has cast his eyes on Zeisel.
My Zeisel?
No, the sword Zeisel. Of course you're Zeisel.
Such a match for my Zeisel. But Tevye wants a learned man. Tevye does not like Blazer.
Listen to me, Golden. Send Tevye to it. But let him tell what it's about. Let Blazer discuss it himself. He's a good man. A wealthy man. Come with him over. So, you tell me how it goes, and you don't have to thank me now, because aside from my fee, which anyway Blazer will pay, it gives me great satisfaction to make people happy. And what greater satisfaction is there? So, goodbye, Golden, and you're welcome. What does she want, Mama?
When I want you to know, I'll tell you. Finish your chores.
I wonder if Yenta the matchmaker found a husband for you.
I'm not anxious for Yenta to find me a husband.
Now unless it's Marta with Taylor. Michael, you're the oldest. They have to arrange a match for you before one can be made for me. And then after her, one for me. So if Yenta brings...
Oh, Yenta.
Well, someone has to arrange the matches. Young people can't decide these things for themselves. They bring someone wonderful, someone interesting, and well off, and important. Matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Matchmaker, look through your book and make me a perfect match. Matchmaker, I'll bring the veil. You bring the brooms, splendor and tail. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the envy of all I see. For Papa, make him a scholar. For Mama, make him rich as a king. For me, well, I wouldn't holler if he were as handsome as anything. Matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Night after night in the dark I'm alone, so find me a match of my own.
Since when are you interested in match color? I thought you just had your eye on your books. And you have your eye on the rabbi's son.
Why not? We have only one rabbi and he has only one son. Why shouldn't I want the best?
Because you're a girl from poor family. So whatever Yenta brings, you'll take. Right? Of course, right. Huddle, have I a man for you? He's handsome, he's young, already 62. But he's a nice man, that's true. I promise you'll be happy, and even if you're not, there's more to life than that. Don't ask me why. Papa, I found him. You be lucky, right? He's handsome, he's tall, that is side to side, but he's a nice man, a good catch, right? Right. You heard he has a temper, he'll beat you every night, but I'll be pretty sober, so you're alright. Did you think you'd get a prince? Well, I do the best I can, with no dowry, no money, no family background. Be glad you got a matchmaker, you know that I'm still very young.
Please, take your time. Up to this minute, I misunderstood that I could get stuck for good. Dear Yenta, see that he's gentle. Remember, you were also a bright spot. That I'm sentimental. It's just that I'm terrified. Matchmaker, plan me no plans. I'm in no rush. Maybe I've learned playing with matches. A girl can get burned. So bring me no ring, groom me no groom, find me no find, catch me no catch, unless he's a matchless match.
Dear Gordon, did you have to make my poor old horse lose his shoe just before the 7th? That wasn't nice. It's enough you pick on me. Tell you, blessing with 5 daughters, a life of poverty. What have you got against my horse? Sometimes I think when things are too quiet up there, you say to yourself, let's see, what kind of mischief can I play on my friend Teddy?
You're finally here, my breadwinner.
I'll talk to you later.
Where's your horse?
He was invited to the blacksmith's for the 7th.
Hurry up, the son will wait for you. I have something to say to you.
As the good book says, hear us, O Lord, and we shall In other words, send us the cure. We've got the sickness already. It's not that I'm really complaining. After all, with your help, I'm starving to death. Many poor people. I realize, of course, it's no shame to be poor. But it's no great honor, right? So what would have been so terrible if I had a small fortune? If I were a rich man, diddle-diddle-diddle-digga-digga-diddle-diddle-dum. All day long I biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Diddle-diddle-diddle-digga-digga-diddle-diddle-dum. If I were a bitty-bitty rich, diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen, right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with a real one in the floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere, just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see kids, squawking just as noisily as they can. And each lovely king with a goal, with a king, would dance like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives the wealthy man. If I were a rich man, diddle-diddle-diddle-digga-digga-diddle-diddle-dum. All day long and bitty-bitty-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-man. I see my wife, my Yoda, looking like a rich man's wife, with a proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's delight. I see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Oh, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. The most important men in town will come to fawn on me. They will ask me to advise them, like Solomon the wise. If you please, Red-Ted, pardon me, Red-Ted, posing problems that would cross a rabbi's eyes. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I like to sit in the synagogue and pray, and maybe have a seat by the Easter. And I'd discuss the holy book with the learned men 7 hours every day. And that would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, diddle-diddle-diddle-digga-digga-diddle-diddle-dum. All day long and bitty-bitty-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Diddle-diddle-diddle-digga-digga-diddle-diddle-dum. You decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan?
the rabbi's order.
Of course.
Tell you you forgot my order for the Sabbath.
This is bigger news than the plague in Odessa.
Speaking of news, terrible news in the outside world. Terrible.
What is it? What does it say?
Well, in a village called Rajenka, all the Jews were forced to leave their homes. They were evicted.
For what reason?
Well, it doesn't really say. Maybe the Tsar wanted their land, or maybe it was a plague.
May the Tsar have his own personal plague.
Why don't you ever bring us any good news?
I only read it. It was an edict from the authorities.
And the authorities, teaching in places they may never reach.
Why do you curse them? What good will your cursing do? You sit around and you curse and you chatter. You don't do anything. You'll all chatter your way into the grave.
Excuse me, you're not from this village?
No,
Then where are you from?
from Kiev. I was a student in the university there.
Aha, the university. So is that where you learn to criticize your elders?
That's where I learned there's more to life than just talk. You should know what's happening in the outside world.
Why should I break my head over the outside world? Let them break their own head.
He's right. As the good book says, if you spit in the air, it lands in your face.
But that's nonsense. You can't close your eyes to what's happening in the world.
He's right.
He's right and he's right. How can they both be right?
You know, you're also right.
He's right. He's too young. He's still way behind the years. Good Sabbath, baby. Good Sabbath.
And my order?
Of course. So you're from Kiev, Red.
Purchase.
So you're a newcomer here. As Abraham said, I'm a stranger in a strange land.
That was Moses.
Excuse me. As King David put it, I am slow of speech and slow of tongue.
That was also Moses.
For a man with a slow tongue, he talked a lot.
And the cheese.
Of course. Here, have a piece.
I have no money.
Here.
I am not a beggar.
It is a blessing for me to give.
Very well. For your sake.
You know, it's no shame to be poor.
In this world, it is the rich who are the criminals. Someday their wealth will be ours.
That would be nice. If they would agree, I would agree.
Who will make this miracle come to pass?
People. Ordinary people.
Like you?
Like me.
Nonsense.
And until your golden day comes, Rip Purchase, how will you live?
By giving lessons to children. Do you have children?
I have 5 daughters. I have 5 daughters. Daughters!
Girls should learn too. Girls are people.
A radical.
I would be willing to teach them. Open their minds to great new thoughts.
What great thoughts?
Well, the Bible has many lessons for our time.
I'm a very poor man. Food for lessons? Good. Stay the Sabbath with us. We don't exactly eat like kings, but of course we don't starve either. As the good book says, when a poor man eats a chicken, one of them is sick.
Where does the book say that?
Well, it doesn't exactly say that, but someplace it has something about a chicken. Good Sabbath.
Sabbath.
Good Sabbath, children. Children, this is Purchase. Purchase, this is my oldest daughter.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
You have a pleasant daughter.
I have 5 pleasant daughters. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. And this is mine. And this is not mine. This is Moto Cam's. He is.
So you did me a favor and came in.
This is also mine. Golden, this is Bertram. He is from Kiev. He's staying the Sabbath with us. He's a teacher. Would you like to learn lessons from him?
I am a very good teacher.
I heard once the rabbi who must praise himself has a congregation of 1.
Your daughter has a quick and witty tongue.
The wit she gets from me. As the good book
The
says.
good book is late. get washed.
The tongue she gets from her mother.
What? You are also eating with us? Of course, another blessing. I told 2 more. Purchase, you can wash outside the well. Rinse up, get done, get washed. I have something to say to you.
Why should today be different?
Heavy, I have to tell you.
Shh, I'm praying.
Lazar Wolf wants to see you.
The butcher? About what?
I don't know. Only that he says it's important.
What can be important? I have nothing for him to slaughter.
After the Sabbath, see him and talk to him.
Talk to him about what? If he's thinking about buying my new milk cow, he can forget it.
Tevya, don't be an ox. A man sends an important message. At least you can talk to him.
Talk about what? He wants to buy my new milk cow.
Talk to him.
All right, after the Sabbath, I'll talk to him.
Mato Yenta was here.
I saw her.
If they cancel, then there will be a match, and it'll be too late for us.
Don't worry, Sire. I found someone who will sell me his used sewing machine. So in a few weeks, I'll have saved up enough to buy it, and your father will be impressed with it.
A few weeks may be too late.
But what else can we do?
You can ask my father for my hand tonight. Now.
Now? Why should he consider me now? I'm only a poor tailor.
And I'm only the daughter of a poor milkman. Just talk to him.
Seidel, if your father says no, that's it. It's final. Don't yell at me.
Mato,
I'm just a poor tailor.
Mato, even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness.
That's true.
Will you talk to him? Will you talk to him?
All right, I'll talk to him.
Late! Where is everybody? Late!
Reb Tevye.
Where are the children? We're lighting the candles.
Reb Tevye.
Yes, what is it? Well, Walter, what is it?
Good Sabbath, Reb Tevye.
Good Sabbath. Good Sabbath. Come, children, come.
What's the occasion? Getting ready for a party?
There might be a party. Maybe even a wedding.
A wedding?
Wonderful. And I'll be happy to make the wedding merry. The dances and so forth. For a little fee, naturally.
A wedding is no wedding without you and your fee. Good evening, innkeeper. What's about the drink? Sit down, Fiesta.
Vodka? No?
Vodka.
Wait.
Good evening.
Good evening, Judge.
What's he doing here so early?
He wants to buy my new milk cow. Good evening, Red Blazer.
Tevye, sit down and have a drink.
I won't insult you by saying no.
How goes it with you, Tevye?
How should it go?
You're right.
And you?
The same.
Sorry to hear that. May I?
How goes it with your brother-in-law in America?
I believe he's doing very well.
He wrote you lately.
Not lately.
How do you know?
He was doing badly. He would write.
I suppose you know what I want to see.
Yes, I do, Red Blazer. But there is no use talking about it.
Why not?
Why, yes. Why should I get rid of her?
Well, you have a few more without her.
I see. Today you want one. Tomorrow you may want two.
Two? What would I do with two?
Same as you do with one.
Tevye, this is very important to me.
Why is it so important to you?
Frankly, because I know it.
Notes? What are you talking about?
You don't know?
We're talking about my new milk cow, the one you want to buy from me.
A milk cow? So I won't be lonesome?
What's so funny?
I was talking about your daughter Cycle.
My daughter Jiles?
Of course your daughter Cycle. She comes into my butcher shop every Thursday. She's made a very good impression on me, Tevye. I like her. And as for me, as you know, I'm pretty well off. I've got my own butcher shop, my own house and a servant. And you won't need a dowry for me. And maybe you'll find something in your own purse, too.
Shame on you, shame. What do you mean, my purse? My cycle is not the sort I would sell for money.
All right, that's fine. Let's not talk about money. Tevye, why do we have to try to impress each other? Let's shake hands and call it a match. And I'll be good to her, Tevye. What do you think?
What do I think? What do I think? I never liked him. Why should I? You can have a fine conversation with him if you talk about kidneys and livers. On the other hand, not everyone has to be a scholar. If you're wealthy enough, no one will call you stupid. And with the butcher, my daughter will surely never know hunger. Of course, he has a problem. He's much older than her. That's her problem. But she's younger. That's his problem. I always thought of him as a butcher. I misjudged him. He's a good man. He likes you. He will try to make her happy. What do I think? It's a match.
You agree?
I agree.
Oh, Tevye, this is wonderful. Let's drink on it.
Why not? To you.
No, my friend, to you.
To the both of us.
To our agreement.
To our agreement. To our prosperity. To good health and happiness. And most important, to life, L'Ohio. L'Ohio, L'Ohio, to life. Here's to the father I'm trying to be. Here's to my trying to be. Drink L'Ohio, to life, L'Ohio. L'Ohio, think I should tell you, as a friend. Yes, Your Honor. And I'm telling you this news because I like you. You're a decent, honest person, even though you are a Jewish dog. Thank you, Your Honor. How often does a man get a compliment like that? And your news? We have received orders that sometime soon this district is to have a little unofficial demonstration. A pogrom? Here? No, just a little unofficial demonstration. How little? Not too serious, just some mission. So that if an inspector comes through, he will see that we have done our duty. Personally, I don't see why there has to be this trouble between people. But I thought I should tell you, and you can tell the others. Thank you, Your Honor. If I may say so myself, it's too bad you're not a Jew. That's what I like about you, Tanya. Always joking. And congratulations again for your daughter. Thank you, Your Honor. Goodbye. Dear God, did you have to send me news like that today of all days? It's true we are the chosen people. Every once in a while, couldn't you choose someone else? Anyway, thanks for sending a husband for my Zyke. L'Chaim.
He was an employer. Now, after Jacob had worked for Laban for 7 years, do you know what Laban did? He fooled him. He gave him his ugly daughter, Leah. And in order for Jacob to marry Rachel, he was forced to work another 7 years. Some children, the Bible clearly teaches us to never trust an employer. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now.
Papa isn't up yet?
No, Mama.
Well, then enough lessons. We'll have to do Papa's work today. How long can he sleep? He staggered home last night and fell into bed like a dead man. Couldn't get a word out of him. Put that away and come help me clean the barn. Call me when Papa gets up.
That was a very interesting lesson, Perchik.
Do you think so?
Although I'm not sure the rabbi would agree with your interpretation.
And neither, I suppose, would the rabbi's son.
My sisters have big tongues.
And what do you know about him? Other than that, he is the rabbi's son. Would you feel the same if you were the tinsmith's son? Or the shoemaker's son?
At least I know this. He does not have any strange ideas about turning the world upside down.
Certainly. Any new idea would be strange to you. Remember the Lord said, let there be light.
Yes, but he was not talking to you personally.
You have wit. Even a little intelligence, perhaps.
Thank you.
But what good is your brain? Without curiosity, it is a rusty tool. Good day, Mom.
We have an old custom here. Boy acts respectfully to a girl. But of course, that is too traditional for an advanced thinker like you.
Our traditions, nothing must change. Everything is perfect exactly the way it is.
We like our ways.
Our ways are changing all over but here. Here, men and women must keep apart. Men study, women in the kitchen. Boys and girls must not touch. Should not even look at each other.
I am looking at you.
Oh, you are very brave. Do you know that in the city, boys and girls can be affectionate without the permission of a matchmaker? They hold hands together. They even dance together. New dances. Like this. Do you like it?
It's very nice.
Yes. Well, thank you. I mean, you're welcome. I mean, good day.
Good day.
Okay, Springson. What's your name?
Hello, Papa.
Where is Lighton?
She's in the barn.
Call her out. Redford, how did the lesson go today?
I think we've made a good beginning.
Ah, he's finally up. What's happened last night besides your drinking like a peasant? Did you see later? What did you talk to him? What did he say? What did you say? Do you have news?
Patience, woman. As the good book says, good news will stay and bad news will refuse to leave. And there's another
Oh, you
saying.
could die with such a man.
Oh, Lighton, my lad, come here. You are to be congratulated. You're going to be married.
Married?
What do you mean, Papa?
Hazel Wolf has asked for your hand.
I knew it.
The butcher?
My heart told me this was our lucky day. Dear God, I thank thee, I thank thee.
And what do you say, Lighton?
What can she say? My first-born the bride. May you grow old with the misfortune and honor. Not like that first one with his groom Sarah. She was a bitter woman, may she rest in peace. Not like my Zylo. And now I must go thank Yenta, my Zylo bride.
Mazel tov, Simon. Mazel tov, Simon.
You call that a mazel tov? And you, Rupert, aren't you going to congratulate her?
Congratulations, Idol. We're getting a rich man.
Again with the rich? What's wrong with being rich?
Money is the world's curse. It's no reason to marry.
May the Lord smite me with it, and may I never recover. Nigel knows I mean only her welfare. Am I right, Lighton?
Yes, Papa.
You see?
Yes, I see. I see very well.
Well, Lighton, my child, why are you so silent? Aren't you happy with this blessing?
Oh, Papa. Papa.
What is it? Tell me.
Papa. I don't want to marry him. I can't marry him. I can't.
What do you mean you can't? If I say you will, you will.
Papa, if it's a matter of money, I'll do anything. I'll hire myself out as a servant. I'll dig ditches. I'll haul rocks. Just don't make me marry him, Papa, please.
What's wrong with Laser? He likes you.
I'll be unhappy. All my life, I'll be unhappy.
But we made an agreement. With us, an agreement is an agreement.
Is that more important than I am, Papa? Papa, don't force me. I'll be unhappy all my days.
All right. I won't force you. Seems it was not ordained that you should have all the comforts in life, that we should have a little joy in our old age after all our hard work.
Reptilian, may I speak to you?
Later, Malton. Later.
I'd like to speak to you.
Not now, Malton. I have problems.
That's what I'd like to talk to you about. I think I can help.
Certainly. Like a bandage can help a corpse. Goodbye, Malton. Goodbye.
At least listen to him, Papa.
All right. You have a tongue. Talk.
Reptilia, I hear you are arranging a match for Zidal.
He also has ears.
I have a match for Zidal.
What kind of match?
A perfect fit.
A perfect fit.
Like a glove.
Like a glove.
This match was made exactly to measure.
A perfect fit. Made to measure. Stop talking like a tailor and tell me who it is.
Please don't shout at me, Reptilia.
All right. Who is it?
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 It's me. Myself.
Him? Himself? Either you're completely out of your mind or you must be crazy. You must be crazy. What do you think you are? Everything? The matchmaker, the bridegroom, that guest all rolled into one? I suppose we'll even perform the ceremony. You must be crazy.
Please don't shout at me, Reptilia. As for being my own matchmaker, I know it's a little unusual.
Unusual? It's crazy.
Times are changing, Reptilia. The thing is, your daughter Zidal and I gave each other our pledge over than a year ago that we would marry.
You gave each other a pledge?
Yes, Papa. We gave each other our pledge.
They gave each other a pledge. Unheard of. Absurd. They gave each other a pledge. Unthinkable. Where do you think you are? In Moscow? In Paris? Where do they think they are? America! And what do you think you're doing? You are stitching. You are nothing. Who do you think
some time now, Reptavia, but first I wanted to save up for my own sewing machine.
Stop talking nonsense. You're just a poor tailor.
That's true, Reptavia, but even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness. I promise you, Reptavia, your daughter will not starve.
He's beginning to talk like a man. On the other hand, it kind of matches at me with a poor tailor. On the other hand, he is an honest hard worker. On the other hand, he has absolutely nothing. On the other hand, things cannot get worse for him. They can only get better. They gave each other a pledge, unheard of, absurd. They gave each other a pledge, unthinkable. But look at my daughter's face. She wants him. She loves him. Look at my daughter's eyes. So humble. Tradition. Very well, children. When shall we make the wedding?
Oh, thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Reptavia. You won't be sorry.
I won't be sorry. Sorry already.
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa.
Papa. They pledge their troth. Modern children. What will I tell Golden? What am I going to do about Golden? Help!
Marshall, you were wonderful.
It was a miracle. It was a miracle. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. God took a Daniel once again, stood by his side, and miracle of miracles, walked him through the lion's den. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. I was afraid that God would frown, but like he did so long ago in Jericho, God just made a wall fall down. When Moses softened Pharaoh's heart, that was a miracle. When God made the waters of the Red Sea part, that was a miracle too. One of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is that out of a worthless rock of clay, God has made a man today. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. God took a tailor by the hand, turned him around, and miracle of miracles led him to the promised land. When David slew Goliath, yes, that was a miracle. When God gave us manna in the wilderness, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is the one I thought could never be. God has given you to
What is it? What?
Help! Help!
Tevye, wake up.
Laser! Mortal! Zeitel!
Tevye, what's the matter with you? Why are you howling like that?
Where is she? Where is she?
Where is who? What are you talking about?
Laser Wolf's first wife, Bruma Sarah. She was standing there a minute ago.
Tevye, what's the matter with you? Fruba Sarah's been dead for years. You must have been dreaming. Tell me what you dreamt and I'll tell you what it's meant.
It was terrible.
Tell me.
All right. Only don't be frightened.
Tell me.
All right. This was my dream. In the beginning, I dreamt that we were having a celebration of some kind. Everyone we knew was there, and musicians too. In the middle of the dream, in walks your grandmother Zeitel, may she rest in peace.
Grandmother Zeitel? How did she look?
For a woman who was dead 30 years, she looked very good. Naturally, I went up to greet her. She said to me,
A blessing on your head.
Waffle tough, waffle tough.
Blessing on your head.
Waffle tough, waffle tough.
Such a sudden mall, like no
Amen.
A blessing on my head, mazel tov, like Grandma Zidel said, mazel tov. We'll have a son-in-law like no one ever saw, the tailor mazel Camsoil.
We haven't got the man
Mazel tov,
we had when we began.
mazel tov.
But since your grandma came, she'll marry, what's his name?
The tailor mazel Camsoil.
The tailor mazel Camsoil. The tailor mazel Camsoil. The tailor mazel Camsoil.
Did you hear? Teddy and Zizel's marrying Montel, not Laser Wolf. No! Yes!
Zidel's marrying Model?
Yes! No!
What's all the excitement? Oh, did you hear? Tevye Zidel's going to marry.
I know, Laser Wolf the butcher.
No! Model the tailor.
Montel the tailor. That's terrible. Montel's up, Montel.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Do you have a wedding hat for me? Yes, Lazarov ordered hats, but it's not cheap. I got his bride. I can get his hat. Come, Martha, come. Papa, will you watch the shop for a few minutes while I'm gone?
Yes, of course.
Thank you, Papa. Come, Martha, show.
We just heard about your sister, Papa. Mazel tov. Mazel tov. Thank you.
Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
Please, let me act.
Why? We're congratulating you. Mazel tov, Papa. Mazel tov. Mazel tov. All right, stop.
What's wrong with you?
Just stop.
Now listen here, Dad.
Goodbye, Sasha. I said goodbye. I'm sorry about that. They mean no harm.
Don't they? Is there something you want?
Yes, I'd like to talk to you.
I'd rather not.
Would you like to borrow this book? It's very good.
No, thank you.
My hitter kind happens to be Jewish, I believe.
It doesn't matter.
You're quite right. Good. After you return it, we'll talk about it for a while. We'll talk about life and how we feel about things. And it can all turn out quite pleasant.
Oh, yeah. Can I do something for you?
No, thank you.
You forgot your book.
No, it's mine.
Thank you for watching the show, Papa.
Good day, Baba.
Day.
Bien.
Yeah.
sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly flow the days. Seedlings turn overnight to sunflowers, blossoming even as we gaze.
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly fly the years.
We are gathered here today to share the joy of the two newlyweds, Martin and Zeitel. May they grow to live days long in peace to ripe old age. Amen.
Amen.
And our rabbi, may he be with us for many, many years.
Amen.
Now I'd like to announce that the bride's parents are giving the newlyweds the following. A new feather bed. Goose pillows and this pair of candlesticks. But let us not in our joy tonight forget those who are no longer with us, our dear departed, who lived in pain and poverty, who died in pain and poverty. But enough tears. Let's be joyful and happy like our good friend Laser was. He's got everything in the world except the bride.
Like he said, I have no ill feelings. What's done is done. I'm giving the newlyweds the following. 5 chickens. One for the first 5 7 for their wedded life together. And Laser, you're a decent man. In the name of my daughter and her new husband, I accept your gift. There is a famous saying, I am not marrying your daughter. I do not have to listen to your saying. You would only listen a second. I was just going to say that. Why should I listen to you, a man who breaks an agreement?
Red Blazer, not in the middle of a wedding.
I have a right to talk. What right? This is not your wedding. It should have been.
Red Blazer, do not shame Reb Tevye at his daughter's wedding.
But he shamed me in front of the entire village.
The rabbi. Rabbi, say something.
I say, let's sit down.
Now I'd like to sing a song.
You can keep your diseased chickens. Leave my chickens out of this. We made a bargain. The terms weren't settled. We drank on it.
I saw them. They drank on it.
But the terms weren't settled.
What's done is done.
Once a butcher, always a butcher.
I had a sign my old grandmother came to me from the grave.
What grandmother? What sign? My grandfather came from the grave and told me that her grandmother was a big liar.
We drank on it. The terms weren't settled.
I had a sign.
An agreement is an agreement.
Quiet! Quiet! What's all this screaming about? They drank on it? An agreement? A sign? Seidel wanted to marry Model, and not Laser. A young girl decides for herself? Why not? They love each other. Love?
Terrible.
A radical.
What happens to the matchmaker?
I say.
I know. Let's sit down.
Musicians, play a song, dance. Oh, come on, dance. It's a wedding.
That's a sin. It's no sin to dance at a wedding. But with a girl?
That's what comes from bringing a wild man into your house. He's not a wild man. His ideas are a little different, but
It's a sin. It's no sin. Ask the rabbi. Ask him.
well, Rabbi,
Dancing? Well, it's not exactly forbidden.
there you see, it's not forbidden.
And it's no sin. Now who will dance with me?
It's only a dance, Mama.
Play.
Look at Terrier's daughter.
She's dancing with a man.
I can see that she's dancing. And I'm going to dance with my wife. Hold it.
sorry, but the orders are for tonight. For the whole village. Go on, play! Play! All right, baby. All right, enough! I'm genuinely sorry. You understand? Of course. Come!
Take him in the house.
What are you standing around for? Lean up. Was that really necessary? Anyway, Bolton and Ziegler have been married for almost 2 months now. They're very happy. They're both so miserable. But they're both so happy, they don't know how miserable they are. They're as poor as synagogue mice. Bolton keeps talking about a new sewing machine. I know you're busy, God. Wars, revolution, floods, plagues, all those little things that bring people to you. But couldn't you take a second away from your catastrophes and get it for them? How much trouble would it be? Oh, and while you're at it, my horse's left leg. Am I bothering you too much? As the good book says. Why should I tell you what the good book says?
If you must leave, you must.
I do have to. They expect me to be dead tomorrow morning.
So you told me. And goodbye.
Oh, great changes are taking place in this country. Tremendous changes. But they can't happen by themselves.
So naturally, you feel that you have to...
Not just me. Many people. Jews, Gentiles, they all hate what is going on here. Do you understand?
Of course, I understand. You want to leave. Goodbye.
Oh, your father. The others here think what happened at Silas' wedding was a little cloudburst, and it's over, and everything will be peaceful again. It won't. Horrible things are happening all over. Pogroms, violence, whole villages being emptied of their people, and it's reaching everywhere. And it'll reach here. Do you understand?
Yes. I suppose I do.
I have work to do. The greatest work a man can do.
Then goodbye, Treasure.
Before I go, there's a question I want to ask you.
What is it?
A political question.
Yes?
The question of marriage.
This is a political question?
In a theoretical sense, yes. The relationship between two people known as marriage is based on mutual beliefs, a common attitude and philosophy towards life.
And affection.
And affection. This relationship has positive social values. It reflects the unity and solidarity.
And affection.
Yes, and I personally am in favor of it. Do you understand?
Yes. I think you're asking me to marry you?
Well, in a theoretical sense, yes, I am.
I was hoping you were.
But then I take it you approve. And we can consider ourselves engaged, even though I am going away. Oh, I am very happy, Huddle. Very happy.
So am I, Treasure. What's the matter, Treasure?
I used to tell myself that I had everything, but that was only half true. They're such a difficult, wandering kind of life. Who knows tomorrow where our home will be?
I'll be just hoping up for
Everything is right and simple and clear. I have something that I would die for, someone that I can live for too. Yes, now I have everything, not only everything, I have a little bit more. Besides having everything, I know what everything's for. As soon as I can, I will send for you. It'll be a hard life, however.
Yes, but it will be less hard if we live it together.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening, Red Pepe. I have some bad news. I must leave this place
When?
as soon as possible.
Sorry to hear that, Bertie. We will all miss you.
But I also have some good news. And to be congratulated.
Congratulations. What for?
We're engaged.
Engaged?
Yes, Papa, we're engaged.
No, you're not. I know you like him and he likes you. But you're going away and you're staying here, so have a nice trip, Bertie. I hope you'll be very happy, and my answer is no.
But Papa, you don't understand.
I understand. I gave my permission to multiple incisors, so you feel you also have a right. I'm sorry, Bertie. I like you, but you're going away. So go and get help. My answer is still no.
You don't understand, Papa.
You're not listening. I said no.
Red Pepe! We're not asking for your permission. Only for your blessing.
You're not asking for my permission.
But we would like your blessing, Papa.
I can't believe my own ears. My blessing. For what? For going over my head. Impossible. At least the cycle of not. They ask. They beg. But now if I like it or not, you'll marry him. So what do you want from me? Go on. Be wet. And tear up my beard and color my hair. Tradition. They're not even asking permission from the papa. One little time I pulled out a thread. And where has it led? Where has it led? Where has it led? To this. A man tells me he's getting married. He doesn't ask me. He tells me. But first, he abandons her.
He's not abandoning me, Papa.
As soon as I can, I will send for her. I love her.
He loves her. Love. It's a new style. And again, our old ways were once new, weren't they? On the other hand, they decided without parents, without a matchmaker. After all, did Adam and Eve have a matchmaker? Yes, they did. Then it seems these two have the same matchmaker. They're going over my head, unheard, absurd. For this they want to be blessed, unthinkable. I'll lock her up in her room. I couldn't, I should. Look in my daughter's eyes. She loves me. Tradition. Very well, children. You have both my blessing and my permission.
Oh, thank you, Papa. You don't know how happy this makes me.
What else can I do?
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa. What will I tell your mother? Another dream?
That I was going to visit a rich uncle or something.
Please, Bertie, I can handle my own wife. Golden! each other.
Well,
I have decided to give them my permission to become engaged. I have to go inside.
what? Just like this? Without even asking me?
Who asked you? I'm the father.
Well, who is he? A pup? He has nothing, absolutely nothing.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I hear he has a very rich uncle. He's a good man, Joe. I like him. He's a little crazy, but I like him. And what's more important, Huddle likes him. Huddle loves him. So, what can we do? No. Go. Do you love me?
Do I what?
Do you love me?
Do I love you? With our daughters getting married and this trouble in the town, you're upset, you're worn out. Go inside, go lie down. Maybe it's indigestion.
Oh, Golden, I'm asking you a question. Do you love me?
You're a fool.
I know. But do you love me?
Do I love you?
Well,
For 25 years I've washed your clothes, cooked your meals, cleaned your house, given you children, built a town. After 25 years, why talk about love right now?
Golden, the first time I met you was on our wedding day. I was scared.
I was shy,
I was nervous.
so was I.
But my father and my mother said we learned to love each other. And now I'm asking you, do you love me?
I'm your wife.
I know, but do you love me?
Do I love him? For 25 years I've lived with him, fought with him, starved with him. 25 years my bed is his. If that's not love, what is?
Then you love me.
I suppose I do.
And I suppose I love you too. It doesn't change a thing, not even so.
After 25 years.
It's nice to know.
Oh, Psyche, darling, guess who I just saw? Your sister Hava got Sienka. It's not the first time I've seen them together.
Sahaba with Yeka?
Was I looking up? Oh, and Psyche. I just went to the post office, and the postman told me there was a letter there for your sister Huddle.
Wonderful, I'll go get it.
I've got it. It's from her intended, Perchik.
Huddle's been waiting. She'll be so happy. But it's been open.
Happens to be open. Rivka, I have such news for you. Remember Perchik, that crazy student? Remember at the wedding when Zaito married Mother and Perchik started dancing with Teddy's daughter Huddle? Well, I just learned that Perchik's been arrested in Kiev.
No!
Yes.
Shadow, wait till I tell you. Remember Perchik, that crazy student? Remember at the wedding? He danced with Teddy's Huddle. Well, I just heard that Huddle's been arrested in Kiev.
No! Terrible!
Mirala! Do you remember Perchik, the student from Kiev?
strange ideas. Remember Zytel's wedding, when Tevye danced with Golda. Well, I just heard that Tevye's been arrested and Golda's gone to Kiev.
No!
God forbid.
She did!
She did.
Oh!
Listen, everybody, terrible news! Terrible! Remember Perchik, who started all the trouble? Well, I've been told by someone who should know that Golda's been arrested and Huddle's gone to Kiev. Mama studies dancing, Tevye's acting strange, Spritza has the measles, Bianca has the mumps.
And that's what comes from men and women dancing.
You don't have to wait for the train, Papa. You'll be late for your customers.
After a few more minutes. Seen bad trouble, that hero of yours, arrested and convicted.
But he did nothing wrong. He cares nothing for himself. Everything he does is for humanity.
If he did nothing wrong, you wouldn't be in any trouble.
Papa, how can you say that? What wrongs did Joseph do, or Moses, or Abraham? And they had troubles.
Why won't you tell me where he is now? This Joseph of yours.
It is far, Papa. Terribly far. He is in a settlement in Siberia.
Siberia? And he asked you to leave your father and mother and join him in that frozen wasteland and marry him there?
He did not ask me, Papa. I want to go. I don't want him to be alone. I want to help him in his work. It's the greatest work a man can do. How can I hope to make you understand what I do, what I do? Why I must travel to a distant land, far from the home I love. Once I was happily content to be as I was, where I was, close to the people who were close to me, here in the home I love. Who could see that a man would come who would change the shape of my dream? Helpless now I stand with him, watching the older dreams grow dim. Oh, what a melancholy choice this is, wanting home, wanting him, closing my heart to every hope but his, leaving the home I love. Now my heart has settled long ago, I must go, I must go. Who could imagine I'd be wandering so far from the home I love? Yet there with my love, I'm home.
And who will marry you there in the wilderness?
I assure you, Papa, we will be married under canopy.
No doubt a rabbi or two was also arrested. Well, give him my regards, this Moses of yours. I always thought he was a good man. Tell him that I rely on his honor to treat my daughter well. Tell him that.
Papa, God alone knows when we shall see each other again.
And we will leave it in his hands. Take care of her. See that she dresses warm.
and in less than a minute. And see how close and even the stitches are?
It's beautiful.
I know. From now on, my clothes will be perfect. Made by machine. No more handmade clothes.
The rabbi.
Rabbi, look, it's my new sewing machine.
Mazel tov.
Rabbi, is there a blessing for the sewing machine?
There's a blessing for everything. Amen.
Mazel tov.
The baby? How's the baby?
He's wonderful, Mama.
Good evening.
Good evening, Fiedka.
I came for the shirt.
It's ready.
See, it's my new sewing machine.
I see. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good day.
Good day.
Marshall, how does it work?
You see, it's an amazing thing. You work it with your foot and your hand.
Papa, you have to tell me.
I will. But I'm afraid.
Let me tell you.
No, that would be the worst thing, I'm sure of it.
Let me try.
No, I'll talk to him. I promise.
Good day.
Good day. What were you and he talking about?
Nothing, Papa. We were just talking. Yek and I have been friends for a long time now.
Papa, I would be much happier if you would remain friends from a distance. You must not forget who you are and who that man is.
He has a name, Papa.
Of course, all creatures on earth have a name.
Yek is not a creature, Papa. Yek is a man.
Who says that he isn't? It's just that he's a different kind of man. As the good book says, each shall seek his own kind. Which means, a bird may love a fish, but where would they build a home together?
But Papa, the world is changing.
No, some things do not change for us. Some things will never change.
We don't feel that way.
We?
Yes, Yek and I. We want to be married.
Are you out of your mind? Do you know what this means, marrying outside of the faith?
But Papa,
No, Papa. I said no. Never talk about this again. Never mention his name again. Never see him again. You understand me?
yes, Papa, I understand you.
You're finally here. It's late. Let's go home. It's supper time.
I want to see Maltzel's new machine.
You can see it some other time. It's late.
Quiet, woman, before I get angry. When I get angry, flies don't dare to fly.
I'm very frightened of you. After supper, I'll faint. Let's go.
Yoda, I'm the man of the house. I'm the head of the family. I want to see Maltzel's new machine. Now, let's go home. How long can that miserable horse of mine complain about his legs? Dear God, if I can walk on 2 legs, why can't he on 3? I know I'm very upset about my horse. He is one of your creatures, and he has the same rights I have. The right to be sick, the right to be hungry, the right to work like a horse. And dear God, I'm sick and tired of pulling this cart. I know I should push it a while.
Tevye.
What?
Papa. She left home this morning with Fiedka.
What?
I looked everywhere for her. I even went to the priest. He told me they were married.
Mary? Go home, Gilda. We have other children at home. You have work to do. I have work to do.
But how?
Papa is dead to us. Go home. understand what's happening today. Everything is all a blur. All I can see is a happy child, the sweet little bird you hover, hover. Little bird, little hover, you were always such a pretty little thing, everybody's favorite child. Gentle and kind and affectionate, what a sweet little bird you hover, hover.
Papa, I want to talk with you. Papa, stop. At least listen to me. I beg you to accept us.
Accept them? How can I accept them? Can I deny everything I believe in? On the other hand, how can I turn my back on my own child? On the other hand, how can I turn my back on my faith, my people? If I try to bend that far, I will break. On the other hand, there is no other hand. No, Bubba. No. No.
Papa, please.
Each of them a prize, a jewel. You couldn't do better for your daughters. Just right, from the top of the tree.
I don't know, Yenta. My girls were still so young.
So what do they look like? Grandfathers? Meanwhile, there'll be nothing to do, no looking around. The future all signed and sealed.
Well, which one for which one?
What does it matter? Take your pick.
Golda. Is Reptevia home?
Yes, but he's inside the house. Why? Is there some trouble?
Girls, go get your father.
Boys, you going home. Tell your parents I'll talk to them later.
What's the matter? Why are you all gathered here like a bunch of goats? What's going on?
Reptevia, have you seen the constable today?
No. Why? There are some rumors in town. You thought because you knew them so well, maybe you knew what is true and what is not. What rumors?
Well, someone from Zoldan told me that in Petrograd there was an edict issued.
Welcome, Your Honor. What's the good news in the world? I see you have company. There, my friends. It's just as well. What I have to say is that there is also. Tevye, how much time do you need to sell your house and all your household goods? Why should I sell my house? Is it in anybody's way? I came here to tell you. You have to leave, Anatevia. And how did I come to deserve such an honor? Well, not just you, but all of you. All of us. The person that you might be spared to. Because of the heart of Mary. My daughter is dead. I understand. At any rate, it affects all of you. You have to leave. You can't leave. Well, this corner of the world has always been our home. Why should we leave? I don't know why. There's trouble in the world, troublemakers. Like us. You aren't the only ones. Your people must leave all the villages. Zoldan, Ramalov, the whole district must be empty. I have an order. It is said that you must sell your homes and leave this town in 3 days. 3 days? And you who have known this all your life, you'd carry out this order? I have nothing to do with it. Don't you understand? We understand.
And what if we refuse to leave?
You'll be forced out.
We will defend ourselves.
Stay in our homes.
We'll fight against our army. I wouldn't advise it. I have some advice for you. Get off my land. This is still my house, my land. Get off my land. You have 3 days.
After a lifetime, a piece of paper, and get thee out?
We should get together with people of zoology. Maybe they have a plan.
Yeah, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth.
Very well. That way the whole world will be blind and toothed. You have 3 days.
After a lifetime, a piece of paper, and get thee out?
We should get together with people of zoology. Maybe they have a plan.
Yeah, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth.
Very well. That way the whole world will be blind and toothed.
Rabbi, we've been waiting for the Messiah our whole lives. Wouldn't this be a good time for him to come?
Well, we'll have to wait for him someplace else. Meanwhile, let's start packing.
Right. I'll see you before I go.
Get over 100 bottles of vodka. What am I going to do with them?
Girl with a wife, her parents, and 3 children.
Well, Anatevka hasn't exactly been in the Garden of Eden.
That's true.
After all, what's what we got here? A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Hot.
A fan, a broom, a hat.
Someone should have set a match to this place long ago.
A bench, a tree.
So what's a stove?
Or a house.
People who pass through Anatevka don't even know they've been here.
A stick of wood.
A piece of cloth.
What do we need? Nothing much. Only Anatevka.
Our forefathers have been forced out of many places at a moment's notice.
Maybe that's why we always wear our hats.
With Uncle Albert, only he doesn't know it yet.
I wish you and the baby were coming with us. We'll be staying in Warsaw until we have enough money to join you.
Otto, be careful with these. My mother and father, may they rest in peace, gave them to us on our wedding day.
Come, children, help me pack the rest of the clothes inside the house.
Lovely darling. I had to see you before I left because I had such news for you. You remember yesterday? I told you I didn't know where to go. What to do with these old bones? Now I know. You want to hear? I'll tell you. Golden, all my life I've dreamed of going to one place. And now I'll walk. I'll crawl. I'll get there. Guess where? You'll never guess. What do we say every year to Passover? Next year in Jerusalem. Next year in the Holy Land.
You're going to the Holy Land.
You guessed. And you want to know why? In my sleep, my husband, my Aaron came to me and said, Yinta, go to the Holy Land. Usually I wouldn't listen to him because, good as he was, too much brains he wasn't blessed with. But in my sleep, it's a sign. So, somehow or another, I'll get to the Holy Land. And you want to know what I'll do when I get there? I'm a matchmaker, no? I'll arrange marriages, yes? So, I'm going to the Holy Land to help our people increase and multiply. It's my mission. So, goodbye, Golda.
Goodbye, Yenta. Be well and go in peace.
Maybe next time, Golda, we will meet on much happier occasions. Meanwhile, we suffer. We suffer in silence. Right? Of course, right.
Come, Golden. We have to leave soon.
Easy? It sounds so easy.
We'll all be together soon. Zeitel, Mottel, and the baby. They'll come too. You'll see. That Mottel is a person.
And Huddle and Perchik? When will we ever see them?
They come visiting us from Siberia every Sabbath. You know what she writes. He sits in prison while she works. And soon he will be set free. Together they will turn the world upside down. She couldn't be happy. And the other children will be with us.
Not all.
All. Come, Golden. We have to get finished.
I have to sweep the floor.
Sweep the floor?
I don't want to leave a dirty house.
Well, Tevye, I'm on my way. Where are you going? Chicago, in America. My wife, Prima Sarah, says she rests in peace. Has a brother there. That's nice. I hate him, but a relative is a relative. Goodbye, Tevye. Zeitel, are they finished inside?
Almost, Papa. Papa will see you. I know. I want him to. I want to say goodbye to him. He will not listen, but at least he will hear. Maybe I should go inside and tell Mama. Papa, we came to say goodbye. We are also leaving this place. We're going to Krakow.
We cannot stay among people who can do such things to others.
Wanted you to know that. Bye, Papa. Mama.
Yes, we are also moving. Some are driven away by edicts, others by silence. Come, Hava.
Goodbye, Papa. Yenta.
God be with you.
God be with you. We will write to you in America if you like.
We will be staying with Uncle Arthur.
Yes, Mama.
We will be staying with Uncle Alvin. We will be staying with Uncle Alvin. The whole world has to know our business.
Oh, stop yelling and finish packing. We have a train to catch.
I don't need your advice, Golden. Zeitel, don't forget the baby. Bjelke, Sprinson, put the bundles on the way.
Goodbye, Papa.
Goodbye, Mottel.
Goodbye, Mama.
Work hard, Mottel. Come to us soon.
I will, Papa. I'll work hard.
Golden, we can leave these pots.
No, we can't.
Fine, we'll take them.
Going on the train in the clothes. Children, stop that. Behave yourself. We're not in America yet.
And we owe her a whole lot of things.
The entire county would also like to thank Mrs. Sanders and the band.
Anyway, on behalf of all the jazz fans, we'd like to thank Mrs. Sanders also for all the hard work she's done.
All the parents that have helped all week. Many of them have been in and out. They're the biggest fans and dinners all week long. So we really want to thank our parents. Jiles,
Most of all for Miss Jiles, who lost much sleep and spent many hours at the Waffle House.
Eat off my head.
Downey's not mad.
Eat off my head. Here, Kurt.
See you at home. Try not to be too loud.
I got it. Where'd my camera go? I've got your camera. In my hot little pocket.
Lemo, it's a snake.
Yeah.
Four glasses of bread.
They love it.
Look, so you don't forget things.
It's not going to be big enough.
Thank you very much. What?
John, what is it?
I want my instructions.
I just think you're on a second for being like
Nice present. Thank you.
Wipe them off.
Get all those people getting it.
oh God.
Here, go ahead.
Thank you. And throw away your trash.
Stick your boots on somewhere nice for you.
I love it.